Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. It's time to get at the gas again. So we are going to be having a look at the genuinely approachable Sudoku puzzles from the daily Sudoku puzzle channel on Discord. I'm going to say a little more about that in a moment. But don't forget that on Patreon, there's still time, 4 days, to have a go at our lines and shapes competition and get an entry in by 4 p.m. on the 20th. That will win one lucky person a Cracking the Cryptic cap, which has only just come out in our merchandise. You can also find your way to the merchandise in the links under the video. And we would love one of you to win it. So do give it a go. Somebody will win it. There have been hundreds of entries already, but join them if you can and have some fun solving Sudoku on the way. If you want even more fun, there's all our apps. We are confident there'll be a line app out this month as well. And do just avail yourself of all the links under the video. Now, one of those links, which I don't always mention, I normally mention Sven's Sudoku pad. I don't often mention the catalogue of all our puzzles, but that has been useful to me this week because I finally had an idea. 5 days is quite a long time, and at some point my subconscious brain must have been mulling over this, what the GAS guys were running in August is a kind of guessing game for what the variant Sudoku in the next puzzle is going to be. And I cracked that in the end. Last time, I think I mentioned that it was probably a sequence of puzzles, maybe from the Grand Prix or somewhere, that could be found, and therefore you would know the next one. And I guessed suddenly that these puzzles would have come from the early days of GAS, and using that brilliant spreadsheet, the catalogue of all our puzzles, created by Backpower and maintained now fantastically by Webby, thank you to both of those people, I was able to establish that I can make predictions for the next 5 puzzles. Well, the one you can see on the screen I knew would be a thermo killer. You just have to believe me. The next one will be a consecutive. The following one will be a palindrome killer. The fourth, a point to next Sudoku. And the fifth, a thermo Sudoku. And that is because those were the next 5 in sequence from the very inception of GAS 2.5 years ago. Or 2 and a bit years ago. Very well done to all the guessers who got far quicker than me to the point. And anyway, I got there in the end. That's what's going on. And it's always pleasing to actually get the revelation before somebody finally tells you. So I did that. And so we know the themes of these puzzles, but I am still going to read the Discord blurbs as they were written last month. And they will include the rules of the puzzles. Then I will try and speed run each of the puzzles and see how we do, and see if I can make some of the 1 hat or 2 hat times. I think I lost a hat last month, so I didn't get 10 hats. And that was last time I did GAS, and that's very irritating because I now have to start my sequence all over again. It is odd that I don't really care much about bonus hats for the various things that they get awarded for. I don't really very much care about my total of hats in all time. But I do care about trying to get the 2 hat times on each puzzle. I don't know why that is. I suppose we all have our different priorities. Right, the first puzzle is this one on screen. Gonna be honest, gang, I made my puzzles for this month so long ago, I've honestly kind of forgotten what I made for this. So thank you to the following people for reminding me of my Thermo Killer Sudoku. And he lists all the people who have got to this realization well before I did. Even though this is during parent-teacher interviews, says Bill, never let it be said I'm not putting in the effort. I don't think anybody's ever said that, Bill. Normal Sudoku rules apply. That's going to mean 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box, and will probably apply in all the puzzles we try today. Digits in cages mustn't repeat and must sum to the number given. Where it's given in all cases here. Digits on a thermometer must strictly increase as they move away from the bulb. And should you not get the 1 or 2 hat times, you can get the dinosaur, which this time is a forgetful Fabrosaurus. And then the next puzzle that we will attempt is called Run It Back by Philip Newman. And this, Philip says, I was going to mention everyone who correctly guessed that today's GAS would be a consecutive pairs Sudoku, but checks list of excuses. I'm all out of bubblegum. Anyway, I say that correctly guessing is something that nobody has done. Nobody is guessing this. Some people are working it out and getting it right, but nobody's actually guessing. So guess is a completely inappropriate word, guess, guys. That's what I'm saying. And I said it. In weather news, says Philip, we've had a run of 3 consecutive relatively cool days. Yesterday's high was only 94 Fahrenheit, 34 Celsius. Let's hope it continues today. It won't. High of 41 today, 42 tomorrow. That's my Celsius numbers that I understand. 106, 108 for Americans. Okay. Wow, that is high. That is horribly, horribly high. Good luck in Texas. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits in cells separated by a white dot must be consecutive, i.e. have a difference of 1. There's no negative constraint, so other pairs of adjacent digits may have a difference of 1. The dinosaur is a running rugocordia, which I think is from the Latin for red tail. How can they deduce whether a dinosaur's tail is red or not? Maybe rugo isn't red. I don't know. Okay, we'll go on to Palindrome Killer by... This is so annoying. Every time I flip between things, it goes back to the letters. Anyway, sorry. You don't need to know that. Good morning, friends, says Clover. Or should I say, yo, banana boy, was it a car or a cat I saw? I don't know what that's from. But my very favourite palindrome is yo banana boy is a palindrome. Was it a car or a cat I saw? That is a brilliant palindrome. But my very favourite palindrome is also a piece of sage wisdom. Pooping is a sign I poop. Sage, but rather otiose wisdom, if I may say so. Congrats to today's oozy rats in a sanitary zoo. There's another great palindrome. Oozy rat in a sanitary zoo is a palindrome. And lists all the correct, they're not guessers, they are deducers, which is a better thing to be than a guesser. You truly give love a bad name, says Clover to all of those people. Today's GAS is a palindrome killer Sudoku. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits in cages don't repeat and must sum to the indicated totals. Digits along each grey line form a palindrome, read the same in both directions. Then we will go on to Bill's full circle. No. Oh, point to next. What's the full circle? It says the title is full circle. Hang on. Have I got something wrong here? No, it says the title is full circle, but when I call up the puzzle, it's actually got point to next Sudoku on it, so don't worry about that. So Bill says, I'm so busy, what the heck, it's always one thing then the next. It's like today's GAS, a point to next Sudoku. I'd point to all today's correct guesses, but I swear this is not a bit. I need to get up and going. Sorry, take your hats if you were correct. And that was all in caps, so he's yelling that at us. And then he tells us the rules. So normal Sudoku rules apply. If a digit n is placed in a cell containing an arrow, then the digit n plus 1 must be placed in a cell pointed at by the arrow. So not all possible arrows are given. So if that cell contains a 5, one of these must be 6. That's how point to next works. It's a strange rule set that takes some getting your head around. Anyway, the final puzzle will be Nerf Herder by Philip. Hats on if you correctly guessed that today's GAS would be a thermo Sudoku. I did. Nobody expected I would post 2. 2 puzzles. As is often the case when I set GAS, the original version of this puzzle was a bit much, and I nerfed it a bit with some extra givens. As is less often the case, the original version is very much solvable, and so I've provided it for those who would like an extra challenge. I will try and remember to provide that link as well. I will be posting that link as well. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits along thermometers must strictly increase from bulb to tip. The dinosaur is an all-terrain armoured amphicoelias. The same hat times apply for either version. They're a bit tight for the original and a bit generous for the official. If you solve the official version with givens, I do suggest taking a look at the no given version afterwards and trying to figure out the break-in. That's interesting. Philip's done this before, and I've gone, well, I do the GAS puzzles. I'll be doing the genuinely approachable one. I'm very tempted to try the other one now, especially if the same hat times apply. I've just claimed I'm not that bothered by the hat time. Well, I admitted I like to get the 2 hat times. I don't know. What will I do when I get there? We'll see how the rest of the video has gone, and I'll make a decision when we get there. There we go. Can't say fairer than that. Right. I'm going to restart my clock each time so I know how I've done against the hat times, which I will reveal at the end of each puzzle. And all of that said, that's a lot of ado. We're going to end that and let's get cracking. So, 1, 2, 3 cage. In fact, that's got to be 2 and 3 on that thermo. 1, that's a 4, 5. There's a 1 in the bulb. That's a good start. This is 7, 8, 9. I know how that goes because there's a crazy kind of mirror symmetry going on in this puzzle. I bet we know that. It's 6, 4, not 6, 5. That means I've got the 4, 5 wrong. I don't know why I put 4, 5 in. I now know it's 8, 7. Sorry about that. Not as bad an error as I made yesterday. Well, not error, just complete failure to spot something. It was so embarrassing. I'm still going hot and cold all over thinking about that mess. Right, 6, 8, 9 there. So that's got to go 6, 8 there. In fact, I wonder if these cages, that's a 2, 4, isn't it? Yeah. These cages are very helpful combined with these thermos. That is what this puzzle is all about. Okay, how are we doing? Let's read off some Sudoku. Yeah, Henk yesterday, it's a chat, no, Mark Henker, often comments on the videos to say, why on earth don't Mark and Simon pause after every digit they get and fill in all the possibles that result from that and tidy up all the pencil marks? Well, I mean, we do try to. It would be a bit robotic in a way. I don't think people want to see it that way, frankly, Mark. And yesterday was a very inappropriate day to post that comment, as it was not scanning that was letting me down, actually. It was a total failure to interpret 2 conjoined arrows in any sensible way. So it's a very different error. There we go. I offer that defense. It's probably sounds very defensive and annoying, but I've said it again. Right, now, 3, 9, 8, 2, 1, 7, 6. This is going all right so far. That 8 is looking up there. Trying to tidy up everything in a cage. Can't quite finish that one as far as I can see. 4, 9, 6, 1, 7, 8. That's a naked 3. Then we've got a 2, 5 pair. That gives me a 2, 5 pair. Gives me a 3 in the corner, proving its position, giving us a 1 there. This is 7, 8, 9. I know the order of those. These are from 2, 4, 5, which form a triple in the box. That's a 1, 3 pair. I can do those. We get a 7, 3, 2, 7, 1, 9. No naked singles in that column. Right, these are from 5, 8, 9. I want to say this can't be a 5, 9 cage. I can't say that. That's not true. Bother. 7. Let's put 7 in that corner. 8 and 6. That fixes the cage, and that is going to resolve... No, it's weirdly not going to resolve the 14 cage, but it does everything else there. 4 in the corner. That's a 1. This is a 5, 6 pair. Okay, we will come back to you, Mr. Last Cage, as I'm going to call you from now on. What is this? This must be naked. That's a 5. This is a 4. 9 and 6. I can do 2 and 5. So apart from these, which are 1, 2, 3. I can't quite finish them. 4, 7, 6 across the middle. That is a 3. There we go. Now I can finish column 1. Just got the middle 3 columns to do. 2 there and a 5, 8 pair. 4, 5, 8 up here. 3, 7, 6 at the top. There we go. Now, that has to be 4, 8 and 9, 6 and 5, 8 and 5, 5, 4, 8. That is the solution. 4 minutes and 3 seconds. The time on that puzzle should have been, well, the 2-hat time was 6.5 minutes. So good news, well inside the time. The next one is Run It Back by Philip Consecutive. Let's restart the clock. Let's get cracking. Okay, there's tons of long sequences of these things. 6, 7, 8, 9 can't be there. It must be up here. 7, 8 and 6, 9 on either end. 2, 3 in the middle of that sequence. 1, 4 above and below it. This is a 1 or a 9, and so is this, to make this sequence work. Now, 8 can't be down this end, so it's up here in one of those two cells. We're going to get the weirdness of digits being, 5 can't be there, so there's the answer. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, and from the bottom 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, that doesn't give me that, and 2 can't be down there. 2 is up here. I'm going to do it again. 2, we're going to run into the same problem with 5, aren't we? 3, 4, now 5 is there, missing that central digit. So now this time we go 6, 7, 8, 9 off the thing, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the sequence. So I reckon that does column 2 and 8. That is now an 8, so we can do that sequence. I can probably tidy up this one, yes. There we go, 2, 5 and 8, all done. Now, 5, 4, 3, 1. There's a 6 there. What's that connecting to? 7 in this row. That's got to be a 1, 2 pair. Trying to look laterally to kind of break up the symmetry things. Now, across the bottom, 3, 4, 5 missing. That has to be 5 then, yes. This is a 3, 4 pair. I do know the order thanks to the boxes. Up at the top, there's a 6 on that. That's 5, therefore 6 and 7 like that. Now, it's got still loads more horizontal dots. 2, 3, and 8, 9. No, it could be 3, 4, and 8, 9. But that can't be 4, so that must be 2. 4 by Sudoku is there, so that's with 3. Then I can do 8 and 9. Right, 7 and 2. 2 is connecting to 1, which fixes that lot. This is a 9 connecting to 8. That's a 3. Okay, and the loads more dots still to go. So neither of those can be 8 and 7. They're 1 and 4. These are 8 and 7. They don't have a dot between them, but that was specified as not necessary. 3 and 9 up here, I can do those. 4, 3, 2, 5, 8. 1 and 7 by Sudoku are in these cells. That's a 6, 9 pair. So one of these is 8. I could have worked that out by Sudoku. 5, 6, 2, 3, 8, 1, 4 pair up here. Right, I know the order then. Good. 8, 5 down here. I can do that by Sudoku, and that gives me the 9, 6 sorted out. Now I'm just finishing off 6, 9, 2 and 5 up here. There they go, and they connect to 1 and 4. 3 minutes 13, so we're racing along today. Good speed running. And the 2-hat time was 6 minutes 54 seconds. You'll notice the consecutive sequence there. The 1-hat time is also a consecutive sequence of something around double the 2-hat time. Okay, and we will next look at Palindrome Killer by Clover. Just going to pile in, restart the clock, and let's go. This is a pattern Clover has often favoured, actually. 9, 8 there, 3 or 4. That's a 1, 2 pair. Where's that? Down there. That's a 1, 3 pair, which include that digit of the palindrome. I'm not getting this, really. Let's start with that 9, 8 pair then. Oh, this is now 6 or 7. That's a bit of a different case from the top. This must be 5, 7. That is 5 or 7. And we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4 pair, quad in those cells. Oh, those, no, they're not the central digits of the palindrome. They're also here. So here, that's a 2 or a 4, and that's here. That's a 2 or a 4. That's a 1 or a 3. I don't know if I can tell what these are. Or at least, I just want to narrow them down a bit, and I can't really do that either. Oh, the 1-2 pair. Oh, makes that, sorry, not a 9, a 3. That puts 1 there. Now I know it's 3 and 2. So this is a 1-4 pair, which are also contributing a digit to that cell. That's become a 2. So these 7 cages, oh, well, that one is 3-4, which puts a digit there, which is 4. Ah, this is very neatly done. This is now a 1-6 cage, which puts a digit here, which must be 6. Good. This cage, or this digit, can't be 6, 5, 1, or 3. It's 2 or 4. This is 5 or 3 as a result, and that is also here and must be a 5. That's nice. Okay, so we're motoring a bit now. That 2 on the end of the palindrome, haven't finished that. That's the same as that. I don't know what they are. The 8 9s, I can't resolve, but they are a pair in the middle. So I've got 5, 6, and 7 to place in the middle column. Ooh, that's given me a 5, 7 pair across the middle row. That makes that an 8 9. It doesn't let me finish it off. That's annoying. Okay. Got an 8 9 pair in column 4 and one in column 6. Maybe that's more promising. That is a naked 2. That's interesting. That's going to put a 2 here. Let's keep going with 2s. Yes, that's the 8th, and I bet we can do the 9th. It's in the cage with a 5. What about this cage? That is 7 and 5. I haven't really seen that cage before. 7. Okay, those central column digits are done, apart from the pairs. 3, 1, 2. 3 is looking at that. So we can do that palindrome now. Yes, something is looking at that. 6, 9, it's in its box. 8, 9, there we go. That 8, 9 does this 8, 9, as the previous one could have done. We've got a 7 on the end there. That finishes off most of the digits in the palindromes. Good. 7, 1, 3. Sometimes I find it difficult to remember the word palindrome. Other times I call every single possible marking in the grid a palindrome and just can't get away from it. Today seems to be a day I can't remember the word Okay, something went wrong there. 1, 9 and 1, 3 is a load of rubbish. So that one was not 1, 9. That was 4, 9. Let's just cross out these digits, which all went wrong. No, they're still 3. No, they're not. I've done something wrong. Right, it went back to when I first pencil marked these. Okay, let's try that again. 4, 9 there doesn't fix this 1, 3 pair, but the corner does. It has to be 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spot. Light losing its religion. That's a 7. Oh no. Okay, this has gone badly wrong. I have to go back further, much further. I mean, I thought I was all right when I was doing this. I didn't seem to feel an error. Let's look at those 4s. They're giving me a 4 there. I've got that 1. If there's something wrong already by this... No, look, this is different now in the corner. It's 9 and 8. I can still put 3 in that corner, get the party all over again. I'm coming up, so you better get this party started. As Miss Pink says, 7 and an 8 there. 6. Okay, this is working again now. Thank goodness it's fixed. I wonder if that has used up enough time to absolutely mess me up and lose me the 2 hats, which would be a shame as I'm about to attend a party. We get a 7 there, 5 and 3 and 6, 1 there, 3 and 4 at the top, 3 I said, that's a 6. This is working now. Very confident I have corrected it all. 3 and 1. 5 minutes 51. Can I have my 2 party hats, please? The answer is yes. The 6:45 was the 2 hat time. So that is a relief. Whew. Nearly messed it up. Couldn't find the fix or work out quite how far back I had gone wrong. It was all to do with these numbers that I was entering badly. Anyway, we shall go on. Oh, pointer next. That is a tricky rule set to do quickly. Certainly in competition it has been. We're going to have to work out how it goes. Let's get cracking, see how we go. Right. Where on earth do I find? Oh, that is pointing to the digit that's higher. Ah, okay, so this is a sequence. Yeah, okay, and the same is true down column 1. Oh my goodness, that really is a good way of doing gas on these. That's very clever, Bill. Very clever. Doing gas on this rule set. Right, that is pointing to 7. It must be a 6. It can't be anything else. And that then must be a 5. It must be a... can I say 5 here? Yes, it's only pointing at 1 digit. Things that are pointing at the cell on the perimeter have only got 1 possibility, and then that eliminates the other possibilities as you move back. So here, that's got to be 4, 3, 2. As long as I'm not suddenly doing the sequence in the wrong order, that is all solid deduction. That's a 6 by Sudoku. 2 in the box goes there. It would be good to know what these digits are for the arrows pointing at them. That's a 1. I can finish box 1. 8, 6, 4, 9, 1, 2. That is 5 or 7. And this one, yeah, okay, this is the way to do it. That is 3 or 7. Can that be pointing at 4? No. So it's 7 pointing at 8. That's now 5 pointing at 6. This is 3, 4 or 7 by Sudoku. And this one is 1, 2 or 3. So I can rule out the 1 and the 7. Okay, that is a good way to do it. Now, this is 1, 6, 8 or 9. Well, it can't be 9 by the rule. This is now 2, 7 or 9. Now that can't be a 1 because of the 1, 2 pair. This one can't be 3, 1, 2, 5, 7 or 6, 4 or 8. This is 5 or 9, has to be 9. That gets us going. 6, 7. I can do the 1 and 9. I can do the 2 and the 1. This is 2, 4, 9. The one being pointed at is 3 or 5, not by a 9. Okay, along the bottom, that's also 3 or 5, so this is 6. In fact, that is 5. I just saw the 3 in the box. 3 there is being pointed at by 2, which fixes this arrow, 3 pointing at 4. All the clues are done, thank goodness. And I do understand how this can be treated as gas, and it really is a lovely introduction to the rule set. But you do have to think about it. And if you haven't seen the rule set before, I can understand being very intimidated by this puzzle. 6, 4, 2, 7, 1, 3. This is 5, 8, 9. That has become an 8. We're finishing columns now, 7 and 9. Let's go across the middle. Yes, 8 and 3, 9 and 7. Right, just the middle 3 columns again. I feel like I've said that before in this video. 1, 4, 5 to go in there. This is 1, 8, 5. Ooh, that's not a good set for knowing what's going on. That's not a 2 and that's not a 4. Oh, this is also not a 2. Right, so they're done. That's going to feed up. Or this is done. 5, 8, 9. And the 1, 2 pair. Right, so we're all good now. Must be able to finish these off starting there. 5, 4, 1. And these starting anywhere now. 5, 1, 8. Time of 3 minutes 43 seconds. The official 2 hat time was 7 minutes, so I'm cruising. So now it's decision time on Philip's thermo. I am going to go with the harder version and see how I do. And I don't know why I'm doing that. This is just... Ooh, hang on a second. I'm just going to switch off something that's just started up. Sorry about that. I hope you didn't get noise from a TV. Right, Now, we are going to do the hard one. Just decided. Was tempted earlier. Let's just go for it. Let's get cracking. So, what is the broken? Well, that, I'm going to good lift this one. In fact, let's use Sven's tool. 1, 2, 2, 3. I don't think the time it costs me holding down the button is going to hurt. 4, 5, 5, 6. Right, that's a 5, 6 pair. I like that. And there's a 7, 8 pair. And they're in the rows, but they don't resolve them. One of those is a 7 and one's an 8. Okay, what does that mean? I don't know. Okay, and how long are these? These are only 7 cells long. I am going to do these as well, just in case that helps me understand, and it's probably not the way to do it. 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. I'm probably going to do a slow break in and then hope to speed up on the rest of it. See how I do. 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay, 9 has to be in one of those cells in the box. Oh, this thermo's longer. It's not fully symmetrical. Of course it's not, otherwise the thing wouldn't disambiguate. What does that mean? Does that mean... I don't understand. These thermos are different. Right, 9's in one of those. I'm going to do that. 9's in one of those 2 cells. Okay, let's mark this one up. 1, 2, 3, 4, I reckon. 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I've counted correctly. Now, what's that telling me? It's telling me that 1's in the corner there, definitely. That's not got me very far. 6, 7, 8, I don't know. Ah, what's this telling me? These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. That's no use. So what about this? This can't be more helpful because there are fewer digits on thermos. It must, I feel, be less helpful, but maybe it points to something. Well, that can't be a 9 because 9's in one of those cells. So that improves the helpfulness of this thermo a little. That's a 5, 6, 7, 8 quad. Good Lord. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, that's interesting. That is a 9 from the 5, 6, 7, 8 quad. This is a 1, 2, 3 triple. That's not looking across yet, but we can't have 2 or 3. Oh, that can't be 1, 2, or 3. That's a 4. 4. It has to go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6. That's an 8. This must be 9. That's 6. This can't be 2 or 4 anymore. So that's 3, and that isn't. This also isn't 3. Oh, and we can't have 6 in the box anymore. So 2, 3, 6 here. What's that doing? That's forming a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quad. I was going to call it a quadruped, but the zebras would be offended. So we get that 7, then 8, then 9. That 8 does read across. 7, 6, 5. The 5 reads back to a 6. That stops that being a 6. Now we've got a 2, 3 pair in the final column. This is lovely. I'm glad I did this version. 6 and 5 are there. These are from 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 6, 8, 9. That's a 4, 5 pair. This is a 1, 7 pair. That's 8 or 9. 4, 5, 3, 6, 7. These are from 1, 2, 8, 9. That's not so helpful. It's odd that I couldn't do those last cells on the thermo, but 4 has come out of those possibilities. That makes this not a 5 and this not a 6. Are we going to get... Ah, that can't be 8. This can't be 9. That's important. That rolls back up the thermo. 6, 5, impossible. 4, impossible. Now I get 4 in this box. I thought that was going to... Oh, it gives me the 5, 4 pair. That's become 5. So that runs up the thermo to an 8 on the tip. That can't be 3 now. That's a 2, 3 pair. This is 7 and 9. Now, this can't be 7, 6, 5, 4, or 3. 3 is looking down at that cell, it's a 2. 5 is looking at that cell, and that is going to fix that as a 3. Okay, so lots of thermo cells done now. We've got a 1, 2, 3 pair there. So this is 4, 7, 8. I can do those. 4, 8, 9, 7. Looking down the central column. 5, 3, 7, 2, 4, 8. Yes, I can place 8 in the central column. That was a good thing to look for at that point. This one is 1 or 2. No, it's a 2. Okay. 492, 817. That is a naked 3. That stops that being a 3. Something else did stop that being a 3 as well. I now belatedly notice. There's a 2 there. There's an 8 here. There's a 2 there, fixing the 3, 2 pair. Sorry, that was meant to be a 3. That's a 1. That's now a 2, 3 pair. 1 goes in row 5 there. That 2, 3 pair is not resolved. This is a 2 and a 9. I can do them. This is 1, 5, 6. I can do them now. I can do 2, 3. I really am getting there now. 2 in the corner. 6, 3. That's become a 5. Going across the bottom, that's 2, that's 6, that's 8. Coming up the first column, must be able to do these two. 9 and 6, 3 and 5, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. There we go. 6 minutes 35 seconds. The official time for this puzzle, whichever version you did, was 7 minutes. I'm quite pleased with that. Quite pleased with getting that one done without the givens. That's very neat, Philip. Very clever puzzle. I mean, all of them are good. All of them are really good. And there's no slight on you if you did the version with the givens. How many did it? I only had 4 of them. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the whole set. Very good stuff today. Good to get back to the gas. Thank you. Do or do not, that puzzle was called. So that's about the choice we had to make. And I'm happy with mine. Right, we will see you again for more gas in about 5 days, but for more Sudoku tomorrow, as always. And thank you. Didn't mention that Simon on Patreon. Did I mention that Simon on Patreon has solved Kurt Hugo Schneider's X? And is that out today already, or is it coming out tomorrow? I don't know, but it's brilliant. I've seen the video. It's a genius puzzle. It's actually an excellent solve of it as well. It's really interesting. It's really interesting for anybody interested in 6x6 Sudoku theory or just cleverness. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you again tomorrow. Bye for now.